Okay, today we are going to start the second term. I am going to start the second term with the geometric lesson in your textbook. It is called the midpoint theorem. Okay, sometime you may have learned this before because there are some students, those who are from international schools. Anyway, this is a particular theorem related to triangles. Okay, to find the angle or a side, we use this theorem. Okay, and we have learned triangles related theorems in the grade 10 also, and in the grade 11 here we are going to learn another theorem to find the sides and angles of a triangle. Okay, then first of all write down the topic midpoint theorem. Then first of all, let's see what is the theorem mentioned. Okay, write down the theorem. It indicates that the straight line segment, I will explain this using diagram. The straight line segment through the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side of okay, this is what midpoint theorem say. It says the straight line segment through the midpoint. To the midpoints, okay, to the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and equal in length to half of it. Okay, I will explain this using a diagram. Okay. දැන් මේ තියරම් එක ඔයගොල්ලෝ කටපාඩම් කරගන්නවා නම් ගොඩක් හොඳයි. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයාලා අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මේ තියරම් එකෙන් කියන දේ ඔයාලගේ ඔළුවේ ලියා ගන්න ඕනේ. කියන්නේ හරියට තේරුම් ගන්න. හරිද? දැන් මේකේ කියනවා පුතේ the midpoints. Okay, midpoints of the line segment which join the midpoints of two sides of a triangle. Okay, then all remember that how we identify whether it is a midpoint of a particular line segment. දැන් ඕගොල්ලන්ට හිතන්නකෝ මෙන්න මෙතන තමයි ඔයාලට x කියන තැන තමයි ඔයාලට AB straight line segment එක. එහෙම නැත්නම් AB කියලා කියන්නේ AB is a side of the triangle ABC. Okay? Then how we identify whether x is the midpoint? x කියන්නේ midpoint එකක් කියලා අපි කොහොමද අඳුරගන්නේ? Can any of you mention it? How we detect that whether x is a midpoint of the side AB? දැන් මෙහෙම දුන්න පළියට අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් x කියලා කියන්නේ midpoint එකක් කියලා. නෑ. අපිට ඒක අඳුරගන්න මොකක් හරි දෙයක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. කාට හරි idea එකක් තියනවාද ඒ මොකක්ද කියලා? How we indicate whether it is the midpoint of a particular straight line segment? It is a very basic thing. හරිම මූලික සිද්ධාන්තයක් ඒක. කොහොමද අපි අඳුරගන්නේ? දැන් line segment එකක් තියෙනවා. නිකන් බය හිතෙන ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෙවෙයි මම අහුවේ හරිද? line segment එකක හිතන්නකෝ XY කියන line segment එකේ midpoint එක P කියලා අපිට කොහොමද ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට කියලා නැත්තම් අපි මේක අඳුරගන්න තියෙන එකම සාධකය තමයි the only factor that we can identify or that we can say that it is the midpoint, the either side or either straight line segment, either side of the point P should be equal. So if they have denoted that it is like this, okay, or in this way, මෙන්න මේ අපි දැන් මොකද කරන්නේ? straight line segments දැන් හිතන්නකෝ if I have given you this kind of triangle, okay, in the here it is a triangle, okay, and I have given that, or it is mentioned like this. At once you can say this is an isosceles triangle because it indicates that two sides are equal in this triangle. If it is not given, then there's no way to prove it, okay? Otherwise, we have to take some theorems and according to other given information we can say, but if it is given nothing, at least it should have given like this. Then we can say it is an isosceles triangle, okay, because two sides are equal to each other. Likewise, when we consider a particular straight line segment, if the either side of the particular point are equal to each other, then we can say that is the midpoint, okay? So now here we can't identify this. Keep this in your mind. We can't say that x is the midpoint if it is not given. By looking at the diagram, how we identify x is the midpoint is because the detecting diagrams are very important, okay? You should know how to read a diagram by looking at the diagram with its given symbols, okay? Then when it is given like this, at once we can say x is the midpoint of straight line segment AB or the side of ABC triangle. And here y, it is given like this. If it is not an isosceles triangle එකක් නම් මේ straight line එකම අපිට මෙතනට දාන්න පුළුවන් මේ චූටි රිකෑල්ල. මොකද එතකොට මෙයාගේ midpoint එකයි මෙයාගේ midpoint එකේ දෙපසම සමාන වෙනවා isosceles වුණා නම්. But it is not an isosceles triangle, it is general triangle, okay, just a triangle. Now here to mention that y is the midpoint, I can indicate it using these two straight line segments, okay? මේක තමයි මුලින්ම එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ඔළුවේ තියෙන්න ඕනේ කොහොමද අපි මේ straight line segment එකක mid points අඳුරගන්නේ කියලා. හරිද? එතකොට points දෙකකට දෙපැත්තේ තියෙන straight line segments equal කියලා දෙන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? ඔන්නේ පළවෙනි දේ. ඊට පස්සේ then මේකේ කියන්නේ අපිට in the midpoint theorem it says that the straight line segment through the midpoints, okay, the straight line segment through the midpoints of the sides, okay, මේ sides දෙකේ midpoints දෙක හරහා යන straight line segment එක. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් the straight line segment which join the midpoints of two sides of a triangle. Okay, we can say it like that. Then it mention about this. මෙන්න මෙයා ගැන තමයි කියන්නේ. ඔන්න මම midpoint එක යා කරන straight line එක ඇඳලා. දැන් මෙයා ගැන තමයි මේ theorem එකෙන් state කරන්නේ. What say about this? It says the straight line segment through the midpoints of two sides of a triangle, or the straight line segment which join the midpoints of two sides of a triangle, is parallel to the third side. What's it say? It say that what is the third side? Now we have taken these two sides as the two sides which denote the midpoint. මේ තියෙන midpoints දෙක සලකපු sides දෙක. තව side එකක් ඉතිරෙනවානේ. triangle එකක sides තුනක් තියෙනවානේ. එහෙමනම් මෙන්න මේ side එක මොකද වෙන්නේ? To that line segment. Okay, the line segment which go through the midpoints of the other two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side. Then how we mention it? We can mention it like this. XY is parallel to BC. That's what midpoint theorem say. Not only that, and equal in length to half of it. That means XY is equal to the half of the third side. Okay, this is what both of these two information are given by midpoint theorem. මෙන්න මේ කාරණා දෙකම අපට midpoint theorem එකෙන් දෙනවා. හරිද? මේක හරිම ලේසි සහ ගොඩක් වැදගත්. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට straight line segment එකක් length එකක් හොයන්න තිබුණොත් ඊළඟට අපිට angle එකක් මේ ගන්න තිබුණොත් අනිවාර්යෙන් ඔයාලට මේ වගේ කියන්නේ දැන් හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න මම ඒකයි මුලින්ම කිව්වේ midpoint එකක් කියලා detect කරන්න පුළුවන් විදිහේ diagram එකක් දීලා තියෙනවා නම් එහෙනම් අනිවාර්යෙන්ම we can use this theorem and this is the information we can gather and we can use to find what they have asked. Okay, please note down this. I think you get this. And the Okay, Pute, shall we move to a small exercise? Look at, please draw these 3 diagrams. මේ ගණන් හදන්න එපා. මේක දැනට ඔයාලා ලියා ගන්නකෝ. First of all, draw this one. Now with the help of the midpoint theorem, we can identify, we can write the value, we can find the value of x at once. Okay, now when you have given such kind of diagram, how we detect that whether we have to apply the midpoint theorem? It's because in the beginning I mentioned you that these two straight line segments, these two kind of straight line segments are very important. This two straight line segments says that this is the line which join the two midpoints of two sides of a triangle. Triangle එකේ midpoints දෙක join කරන straight line segment එක DE කියලා අපිට කියන්නේ කවුද? මෙන්න මේ straight line segments දෙක. එහෙම නැතු ඒක ගාණි කියලා නැත්තම් අපි diagram එක read කරගන්න ඒ විදිහට. හරිද? Then after, now by midpoint theorem, we know that that line segment is equal to half of the third line. That means x equals to half of BC. Then BC is equals to 15 centimeters. Then 15 over 2 is 7.5 centimeters. X equals to 7.5 centimeters. Did you understand? Please hurry up, ඉක්මනට මේක දාගන්නකෝ. And find the value of x in the second diagram. Yes, what is the answer for the second one? Here also we can detect that AE and BE equal. That means E is the midpoint of AB side. AD equals CD. Therefore, we can detect that D is the midpoint of the AC side. So, ED is the line which join the midpoints of the two sides of a triangle. Therefore, we can say that ED is equals to half of the BC. Okay. Then we have to find the BC now. Then substitute ED by 6. It is half into BC BC means X. BC to X කියලා it is X. Then X is equals to X is equals to 2 into 6, 12 centimeters. Now, when it comes to the third question, okay, third question එක බලන්න. Here also we can detect that PQ is the straight line segment which join the midpoints of two sides of a triangle. Because either side of the Q are equal, either side of P are equal. Therefore, we can say that PQ is equals to half of the LM side by midpoint theorem. Then PQ is substitute 2x minus 1. Half into LM is 42. 42 divided by 2, it is 21. Therefore, we obtain here 2x minus 1 equals to 21. Then 2x equals to 22. Divide both sides by 2. Then x is equals to 11 centimeters. Those who have finished these three questions, please write down the, no need to write, yes, write down the second question. Okay, did you draw the diagram? The third one. Here you have to find the perimeter, no? Okay, look at in the given figure, X, Y, and Z are midpoints of the side MN, NL, LM respectively of the triangle LMN. If MN is equals to 8 centimeters, okay, that means they have given MN side is equals to 8 centimeters and NL side is equals to 10 centimeters and LM side is equals to 12 centimeters. Okay, these are the given information. denote කරගත්තත් කමක් නැහැ. And also when it is given that X, Y, Z are midpoints, you can denote it like this. Because we know that the two sides, either side of the particular point, either side of the midpoint are equal. Okay, so we can mention it like that. Now, Pute, what you have to do is you have to find the perimeter of XYZ triangle. No? මෙන්න මේ triangle එකේ තමයි ඔයාලා perimeter එක හොයාගන්න ඕනේ. Now remember that perimeter is the total outer length. Okay, to find the perimeter you have to know length of these each of side. Then how we find the length of each of these side? කොහොමද අපි length හොයාගන්නේ? Look at here. If I consider the MN side, okay, then now when I consider MN side and if I look at the two other sides, MN side එක සලකලා අනිත් දෙන්න දිහා බැලුවාම ඒ sides දෙකේ midpoints යා කරන රේඛාව, the line which join the two midpoints of the other two sides is ZY. Okay, now according to the midpoint theorem, what we can say, it is half of the MN. Therefore, we can identify ZY is equals to half of MN. Okay, you can write by midpoint theorem. By midpoint theorem, we can say ZY equals to half of the MN. Then ZY, we can find the ZY because half into MN is 8. That means ZY equals to 4 centimeters. And likewise, if I consider the LM side, okay, LM side එක මම consider කරනවා. Then after, if you look at, දැන් අනිත් ඔක්කොම side සමතක කරලා, if I look at the LM side, then two other sides are MN and LN. Then the line which join the midpoints of those two sides are XY. LM side එක නැතුව අනිත් side එකේ midpoints join කරන line එක තමයි XY. Now LM is equals to 12 centimeters and the line which join the midpoints of the other two sides is XY. Therefore, XY is equals to half of LM. Then half into LM is equals to 12. Half into 12 means 6 centimeters. Here it is 6 centimeters. Then XY. Now consider the other two. XY. Then we need ZX. ZX consider karandana. You have to consider the LN. Okay. We know that ZX. or XZ කියලා ගත්තත් කමන්නේ. It is equals to half into LN. Then half into LN side is 10 centimeters. Then it is 5 centimeters. After we find all the lengths of XYZ triangle, now we can find the perimeter. Okay, I will write the perimeter here. Perimeter of XYZ. Triangle XYZ is equals to 4 add 6 add 5. It is 15 centimeters. Okay, very easily we can find the answer. Write down. Okay, Pute, move to the third question also. Third question. In the quadrilateral ABCD, AC equals to 15 centimeters, BD equals to 10 centimeters. Find the perimeter of the quadrilateral that is obtained by joining the midpoints of AB and BC. Okay. Actually, to solve this question, we have to draw a diagram and mention all the given information in a diagram. Okay. Now, when it is given that a quadrilateral, okay, it says quadrilateral, then it is better to draw a plane figure with 4 sides. Okay, closed plane figure bounded by 4 sides. Okay, then it says that in the quadrilateral A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D කියන quadrilateral එකේ AC is equals to 15 centimeters. And BD is equals to 10 centimeters. AC is equals to 15 centimeters and BD is equals to 10 centimeters. Okay. ඔයාලා මේ විදිහට ඇඳලා එක දාගන්න ඕනේ. Then after, find the perimeter of the quadrilateral that is obtained by joining the midpoints of AB, BC, CD and DA sides. Then mark the midpoints. Take your ruler and mark the midpoints. Here this is the midpoint X. Here is the midpoint of BCY. Here is the midpoint of BC Z. Here is the midpoint W. Okay. Now join. Okay, now you have to find the perimeter of the XYZW quadrilateral. Then how we do this? You can identify that ZY. Now these, if you consider the BDC triangle, then the ZY is the straight line segment which join the midpoints of the two sides of the triangle DBC. Okay, therefore we can identify that ZY is equals to what is the value? Just tell me. ZY is equals to 5 centimeters because it is half of the third line. And also you can identify that WX is, it is also the straight line segment which join the two midpoints of ADB triangle. Then it is half of the DB straight line. Therefore, it is also 5 centimeters. In other way, WZ, it is the straight line segment which join the midpoints of two sides of ADC triangle. Therefore, it is half of 15. Then it is 7.5 centimeters. And XY is also straight line segment which join the midpoints of ABC triangle. So it is also half of AC. That means half of 15, 7.5 centimeters. Then how we solve this one? You can write by midpoint theorem. Yeah, we can write by midpoint theorem. ZY is equals to half of DB, then half of DB means half of 10, it is 5 centimeters, and WX is equals to half of DB, then half of 10 centimeters, that means 5 centimeters, then WZ is equals to half of AC, therefore it is half of 15 centimeters, it is 7.5 centimeters. Then XY equals to half of AC, then it is also half of 15, that means 7.5 centimeters. But we have to find the perimeter. Okay. Then perimeter. Perimeter of X, Y, W, or X, Y is a W quadrilateral is equals to 5 add 5 add 7.5 add 7.5. It is 25 centimeters. Is this clear? මේක පැහැදිලිද? Okay, those who have finished with this, please move to the next question. Draw the diagram. In the fourth question, draw the diagram and try to find the answer. Answer සොයලා මට එවන්න බලන්න. Yes, Pute, please try this one and send your answers. Please send your answers. දෙන්නනේ පුතේ වල තියෙන answers. ඇයි? Hari. Balanna, based on the information in the figure, if the perimeter of ABC is 22 centimeters. එතකොට මොකද්ද මේ if the perimeter of ABC කියන්නේ ABC ගේ perimeter එක. ABC කියන්නේ මොකද්ද මේ වෙලාවේ? ABC is the triangle නේ. ABC triangle එකේ perimeter එක තමයි දීලා තියෙන්නේ 22 centimeters කියලා. හරිද? And they have given that AB is equals to 8 centimeters and BC equals to 10 centimeters කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. Okay? Okay, then now what we have to do is we have to find a perimeter of PBQ. PBQ triangle එක perimeter එක හොයන්න ඕනේ. ඒතකොට බලන්න we have given that the length of AB side 8 centimeters. That means BP equals to 4 centimeters and PA equals to 4 centimeters. It's because we can identify that P is the midpoint of AB. And when you consider the midpoint of BC, it is Q. Then BC is 10 centimeters. That means BQ is 5 centimeters and QC is 5 centimeters. Okay. Now to find the perimeter of BPQ, we don't know what is PQ. Now we can find the PQ if we know the AC. Now how we find AC? AC හොයාගන්නේ කොහොමද? That's why they have given the perimeter of ABC. Okay. AB equals to 8 and BC equals to 10. That means AB plus BC is 8 plus 10 plus AC equals to 22 centimeters. This is the perimeter of triangle ABC. Okay, then 8 plus 10 plus 8, 18. Then AC equals 22 subtract 18. It is 4 centimeters. AC equals to 4 centimeters. Then when you find the AC ke age hoya gattara passe it is 4 centimeters. So we can find the PQ. It is half of the AC by midpoint theorem. It is 2 centimeters. Then to find the perimeter of PBQ, triangle PBQ equals to 4 plus 2 plus 5. Answer is 11 centimeters. Okay. Then we have to find if B is equals to 40 degree, C is equals to 65 degree, find the remaining angles in the quadrilateral PQCA. And now to find the angle, you have to take the help of the second information given by the theorem. What is it? It says that the straight line segment which join the midpoints of the two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side of the triangle. Then what happened? These two are become two parallel straight lines, and then these are the transversals which intersect parallel straight lines. So we can identify this is 65, and because they are F-shaped angles, that means corresponding angles. Then here this is 40, and we know that ABC is a what? It is a triangle. So 40 plus 65, 105. Then you know that sum of interior angles of a triangle equals to 180. So when you subtract 105 by 180, it is 75. So we identify PAC equals to 75. Okay. Then here also 75. Or you can take the sum of the allied angles equals to 180. Okay. මෙතන allied angles වලින් ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් the sum of angles on a straight line segment කියලා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට හොයන්න පුළුවන්. PQC can be obtained by subtracting 65 by 180. It is 150. And APQ is equals to 180 subtract 75. It is 105. And PAQ angle equals to 75. Okay. Have you got these answers? Q. PQC. P equals to Ramisha. Check your answers again. Is there anyone those who have got these answers? If so, please raise your hand. Sure is me. So, okay, look at again. If any of you couldn't understand it. Now, PQ is the straight line segment which join the midpoints of a triangle, two sides of a triangle. Then it is parallel to the third side of the triangle. It is given by the midpoint theorem. When two parallel straight line segments are intersected by a transversal, then AB and CB become transversals. Okay, never intersect karanavane. You can identify that angles are formed. Okay, there is a relationship or theorem which indicate the relationship between the angles formed. You can identify that this shape angles, F shape එකෙන් තියෙන angles වලට අපි කියනවා corresponding angles කියලා. Okay, then these two are F shape angles, therefore this become 65 because they are equal. Okay, and we can find the BAC angle එක. එහෙම නැත්නම් PAC කියන angle එක අපිට හොයාගන්න පුළුවන් because we know that sum of, if you consider the ABC triangle ABC, then we know that sum of interior angles of a triangle is equals to 180. Okay, therefore here ABC is 40 degree, ACB is 65 degree, BAC හොයනවා කියලා කියන්නේ පුතේ. The finding BAC means we are finding PAC because same angle no. Yes, you should know how to read the angles. Okay, මේ එකම angle එකමයි මේ. මෙන්න මේ angle එකනේ හැදෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් it is equals to here 105 BAC angle is equals to 105 subtract 180. Answer is 75. Okay, here PAQ නෙවෙයි මෙතන PAC වෙන්න ඕනේ. Okay, PAC angle. We have found the PAC angle like this. It is equals to 75 degree. Okay, then after we as we have identified that PQB is equals to 65, you can see that here it is sum of angles on a straight line segment. It is equals to 180. Then when you subtract 65 by 180, it is 115. Okay, then here also we can identify that it form which kind of angles? F-shape angles. Okay, look at මෙතනත් F-shape angle එකක් හැදෙනවා මෙන්න මේ විදිහට. Then these are corresponding angles. As we have found here 75, here also 75. Okay, then here it is sum of angles on a straight line segment. It is 180. Then subtract 75 by 180. It is 105. Okay, did you get this? හැමෝටම පැහැදිලිද? Duvindu, did you get this answer? Krishminda?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Then when you have a theorem, okay, අපිට මොකක් හරි theorem එකක් ඉගෙන ගත්තට පස්සේ we learn about its formal proofment. Okay, that means with the help of the theorems and the axioms that we have learned before, we have to prove this one. Okay, now write down the formal proof of midpoint theorem. Let's learn about this one by one. Okay, formal proof. formal proof of midpoint theorem. Now, when you do a formal proof, first of all, we need a diagram. Okay, අපිට හොඳ ලොකුවට diagram එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ. And what we already know should be denoted in the diagram. අපි දැනටවත් දන්න හැමදේම අපි මොකද කරන්නේ diagram එකේ mark කරගන්න ඕනේ. We know that it is a triangle, no? We do the proofment for the triangle. Then ABC is a triangle. And there should be a straight line segment which join the midpoints of the two sides of this triangle. Therefore, here if I consider these two are two midpoints P and Q, then these two straight line segments are equal. That means either side of the midpoints. Then this is the straight line which join the midpoints of the triangle. Okay. Then we write about the data. Okay. දැන් මේ තමයි අපි දන්න දේවල් ටික. මේ ටික ඔයගොල්ලෝ මතක තියාගන්න. ඉතින් මේකට ඔයගොල්ලෝ එක එක ඉංග්‍රීසි අකුරු දදා ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගෙදරදී ප්‍රූව් කරන්න. හරිද? ඔයාලා ඔළුවට අරගෙන මේ මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ කියලා ඊට පස්සේ ඔයාලා කැමති ඉංග්‍රීසි එහෙම නැතුව මේ ඉංග්‍රීසි අකුරු මතක තියාගෙන angles ටිකයි straight line segments නේ ඔක්කොම කටපාඩම් කරන්න හිම එපා. Okay. The data is the midpoint of the side AB and AC of the triangle ABCR P and Q respectively. Very easy. Okay. What you have to do in the data, what you have to write in the data is you have to introduce about the midpoints. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ දැන් මේක මතක තියාගද්දී හරිද? දැන් data එකේ මොනවද ලියන්නේ කියලා මේව කටපාඩම් කරන්න බෑනේ. ඔයා නිකන් just ලියලා තියාගන්න introduce the midpoints. Midpoints ටික අපි introduce කරන්න ඕනේ data එකේදී. Of two sides of a triangle. මොකක් හරි triangle එකක sides දෙකක midpoints ගැන අපි introduction එකක් තමයි data එකේ අපි දීලා තියෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා මතක තියාගන්න. හරිද? එහෙම නැත්නම් මේ අනවශ්‍ය විදිහට theorems කිව්වහම බය වෙන්න එපා. ඊට පස්සේ to be proved, the very easiest one in the formal proofment. To be proved is මොකක්ද අපි prove කරන්න තියෙන්නේ? We have to write the theorem. Theorem එකෙන් කියන දේ තමයි to be proved එකේ හැම වෙලෙම එන්නේ. මොකද්ද theorem එකෙන් කියන්නේ? The straight line segment which join the two midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side. So PQ here, the line which join the two midpoints of the triangle is PQ and the third side is BC. Then PQ is parallel to BC. And in other way, that line is half of the third line. This is then you have to prove. To be proved is this. Now the construction. It is also enough to take an idea what you have to do in the construction. In the construction, now it is not enough the given diagram to prove this. මේ දීලා තියෙන diagram එක විතරක් මදි අපිට මේ prove එක කරන්න. ඒකට අපි මොන හරි පොඩි construction එක පොඩි වෙනස්කමක් කරගන්නවා මේ diagram එකේ. So draw a straight line segment through C parallel to BP such that it meets PQ produced at R. Okay, draw a straight line through C. Sorry, through C parallel to BP such that it meets PQ produced at R. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ මොකද්ද? හරි. අපි බලමුකෝ අපි construction එක කරමු. දැන් මේ diagram එකදී මම මුලින් construction එක කරේ නැහැ. දැන් මම construction එක කරනවා. I will use different color to show the construction. You are asked to draw straight line through C. C හරහා straight line එකක් අදින්න කියනවා මොන වගේද? You have to draw straight line through C parallel to BP. BP to parallel වෙන විදිහේ. Then it should pass through like this. Parallel straight line to BP. Such that it meets PQ produced at R. Okay. දික්කල PQ. හරිද? PQ produce කරාට පස්සේ R වලදී meet වෙන විදිහට තමයි අපි දැන් මේ straight line segment එක අඳින්න ඕනේ. Draw the straight line through C parallel to BP. BP to parallel වෙන විදිහට such that it meets PQ produced at R. Produce කරපු PQ R වලදී meet වෙන විදිහට construction එක කරා. Okay, please write down this one. These are the most important things to do a formal proofment. Okay, අපිට formal proofment එකක් කරගන්න දැන් අත්‍යවශ්‍ය කරුණු ටික වෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේ ටික. We need data, we need to be proved, and we need construction. Now we start with the proof after with the help of all these given information. Okay, data and the construction. Okay, and always we have to keep what we have to prove. Actually, Pute, in the grade 11, these proofment are just like the questions that you have given in the grade 10 exam. grade 10 වලදී ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඔය හදන්න කියලා දුන්නු පොඩි geometric question එකක් වගේ තමයි මේ formal proofment එක. හරිද? ඒතර දැන් බලන්න මේක ලියන ගමන්ම මම මේ කියන දේවල් ටිකක් ඔයගොල්ලෝ අහගන්න ඉක්මනට ලියා ගන්න. අපිට මේකේ prove කරන්න තියෙන්නේ PQ parallel to BC කියලා. හරිද? And PQ is equals to half of BC. Now look at to show that PQ is parallel to BC. Here what I have done is, okay, after I draw the parallel straight line, we have to put it like this. Okay, මෙන්න මේ I mean parallel straight lines දෙකක් දැන් මම C හරහා R ට ඇන්දේ BP ට parallel වෙන විදිහට. හරිද? එතකොට බලන්න to show that PQ is parallel to BC, here what I have done is I have just formed a kind of parallelogram. No, you can parallelogram එකක් වගේ මම මේක හදාගෙන තියෙනවා. එතකොට මට පුළුවන් නම් PBCR කියලා කියන්නේ parallelogram එකක් කියලා කියන්න. Then we can say that PQ and BC are parallel to each other. Okay, and also with the help of the congruence of triangles we can show that the or we can collect the information that we have to prove that PBCR is a parallelogram. Okay, let's see how we do this. Okay, have you finished? Now, first of all, try to prove that in the beginning of the proof, we are going to prove that APQ and QCR, these two triangles are congruent to each other. Okay, try to prove using a pencil. Pencil karagena prove karanna balanna. When you do a congruence of triangle, we have to introduce the triangles. In the triangles A, P, Q and triangle QCR. Okay, in the triangle APQ and QCR, write three elements and try to show that they are congruent to each other. I will write one element. AQ equals to QC. What is the reason? Is it given? No. Because Q is the midpoint of AC. Q is the midpoint of AC. Then after, tell me another element. There are two people who are new today. 𝐷𝐴𝐵𝐴. Can you tell me one element? To congruent this two triangles. 𝐷𝐴𝐧𝐿.
BCR.
Sorry?
QCR. QCR.
QCR. Yes, Pute, QCR and what? Which one?
PAQ.
PAQ. Yes. What is the reason? He says that PAQ and QCR are equal. Yes, reason is they are alternate angles, no? Alternate angles because AB and CR are parallel to each other. Another one. Please tell me another one.
AQP equals to CQR.
Sorry, Pute.
AQP equals to RQC.
Very good. Reason? They are equal. What is the reason?
Alternate angles.
Oh. You
Vertically
said
opposite.
yes, these are yes, they are vertically opposite. There are another two alternate angles, APQ and QRC. They are මේ angles දෙක ගත්තනම් අන්න ඒවත් alternate angles වෙලා ඒ විදිහට ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. දැන් අපි අරගෙන තියෙන දෙන්න vertically opposite. Okay, so they are vertically opposite angles. Now we have shown that three elements are equal to each other in two triangles. So we can say triangle APQ is congruent to triangle QCP under case AAS. Okay, under case AS. After these two triangles congruent to each other, the elements which we do not use to congruent these two triangles. මේ දෙන්න congruent කරාට පස්සේ අපි මේවා congruent කරන්න දැන් ගත්තේ කවුද? මෙන්න මේ vertically opposite angles දෙක. And these two sides. And these two alternate angles. And the other elements which are remaining. There are two sides that we do not use. PQ side and QR side are correspond to this APQ angle and QCR angle, and PA and QCR are correspond to vertically opposite angles we used, and there's another remaining pair of angles. These three elements are equal to each other due to corresponding elements of congruent triangles. හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න අපි use කරපු නැති elements අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම congruency එකකට පස්සේ ඒවත් equal වෙනවා. reason එක තමයි corresponding elements. අනුරූප අංග කියලා කියනවා corresponding elements of congruent triangles. Okay, then now how we use these corresponding elements to prove what we need. අපිට ඔප්පු කරන්න තියෙන දේ සඳහා අපි මේව කොහොමද යොදා ගන්න කියලා අපි බලමු. දැන් මොකට ලියන්න පුළුවන්. Therefore AP side is equals to RC and PQ is equals to QR. The reason is for this one, as I mentioned, that corresponding elements of congruent triangles. Congruent triangles වල corresponding elements. Okay. Then AP is equals to BP also. Reason? It's because P is the midpoint of AB straight line segment. Now you can see that if you consider these two, the same quantities are equals to, two quantities are equals to same quantity. නේද? Quantities දෙකක් එකම quantity එකට equal වෙලා තියෙනවා. In such cases, by using the axiom 1, we can say RC equals BP or BP equals RC කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන්. නේද? ඒක නිකන් මොන වගේ වෙලාවක්ද මේ තියෙන්නේ? මෙතන RC කියන එක නම් මම y කියලා ගත්තොත් y සමානයි 1යි. මෙතන BP කියන එක නා එක කියලා BPX කියලා ගත්තොත් එයත් එකයි. එහෙනම් y සමාන 1යි x සමාන 1යි නම් y සමානයි 1 වෙනව නේද? අන්න ඒ වගේ RC ත් AP ට සමානයි, BP ත් AP ට සමානයි. එහෙනම් RC and BP are equal to each other. It is by axiom 1 actually. Okay, it is by axiom 1. Now here what I did two sides equal in this quadrilateral. මෙන්න මේ quadrilateral එකේ හොඳට බලන්න RC and BP equal. And now as I equal that BP and RC, I can say that in the quadrilateral, therefore in the quadrilateral BCRP, in the quadrilateral BCRP, BP is equals to RC, and in the beginning we did this construction. What we draw the CR which is parallel to BP. Therefore BP is parallel to CR or RC. මම මෙතන RC කියන කරු මම මෙතන CR කියලා ලියන්න. CR. BP equals to RC. RC කියන්නේ CR ම තමයි. එකම straight line segment එක. එහෙනම් BPC equals CR. BP equals to BP parallel to CR when a pair of sides are equal and parallel in a quadrilateral, we can say that it is a parallelogram. Therefore, BCRP is a parallelogram. Okay, and now I show that BCRP is a parallelogram. Now, after I show that it is a parallelogram, how we take the help of this? When I show that BCRP is a parallelogram, I can say that, okay, I have shown that BP and CR are equal and parallel to each other. Then this is a parallelogram. When it become a parallelogram, එක parallelogram එකක් වෙච්ච හැටි අනිත් sides දෙකත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? They are also equal to each other and parallel to each other. Therefore, BC equals to PR and BC parallel to PR. Okay, when it become a parallelogram, these two conditions satisfied. Okay, then after, now when BC is parallel to PR, we can say therefore PQ and BC are parallel to each other. Okay, therefore I can say that BC is parallel to PQ. ඉතින් පුතේ බලන්නකෝ PR සහ BC parallel කිව්වට පස්සේ මේ straight line segments දෙකක් parallel නම් හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න ඒවා සමාන වෙන්නේ නැහැ. parallelogram එකක් හින්දා තමයි සමාන උනේ. මේ මෙහෙම පොඩි එකක් තව දිග එකකට සමාන මේ parallel වෙන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි සමාන වෙන්න උවමනාවක් නැහැ. දැන් මෙතන බලන්න BC PR ට parallel වෙනකොට PQ ටත් parallel නේද? එහෙනම් අපිට නිකම්ම කියන්න පුළුවන් BC is parallel to PQ. On one, what we have to be proved, I have proved. නේද? එකක් මම ඔන්න prove කරා. ඊට පස්සේ දැන් මට ඕනේ I want to show that PQ is equals to half of BC කියලා කියන්නේ. නේද? Then how we show this one? I can write that in the beginning I show you that here PQ and QR are equal. Reason is corresponding elements of congruent triangles. Okay, if I want, I can write here PQ equals QR, corresponding elements of congruent triangles. Okay, and I can write PR as PQ add QR. PR සහ PR කියන මෙන්න මේ straight line segment එක PQ සහ QR ගෙන් ලියන්න පුළුවන්. හැදෙයිද? හරි මේ බලන්න PQ සහ QR එකතු වෙලා තමයි PR හැදිලා තියෙන්නේ. හරිද? ඒ හින්දා මම ලියනවා PR is equals to PQ plus QR කියලා. Now instead of, now we need only PQ. Okay, අපිට ඕනේ PQ විතරක් හින්දා with the help of this one I can write instead of QR it is substituted by PQ. Okay, then PR is equals to 2PQ. Okay, PR කියන කෙනා මම 2PQ කියලා ලිව්වා. Okay, now I have shown that PR and BC are equals. In here BC and PR are equal because it is a parallelogram. Okay, then Since BC equals PR, then after I can substitute PR by BC. Then BC is equals to 2PQ. Okay. Then I can write therefore PQ is equals to half of the BC. This is PQ is equals to half of BC. Okay. Actually here when you do the proof, what you have to remember is I can divide this into some parts here. First of all, you can show that BC or the phone parallel here in a one part, you have to show that BCRP is a parallelogram. මේ මම ඔයාලට මතක තියාගන්න විදිහක් කියන්නේ. මතක තියාගන්න ඕගොල්ලෝ මේ අපි හදාගන්න parallelogram එක ඔයාලා quadrilateral එකක් හැදෙනවා. එතනදී ඔයගොල්ලෝ parallelogram එකක් බව prove කරන්න. ඊට පස්සේ එතනින් පස්සේ ඔයාලට අපිට මොකද්ද? We can take the or we can show what we have to prove. Okay, with the help of this, we can move to the to be proved one. Did you understand this? Is there any part that you have to explain again? කියලා දෙන්න ඕන තැනක් තියෙනවද ආයිමත්? Is this clear, Krishminda?
Yes, teacher.
Others, newcomers? Rismi? Amisha?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, teacher.
When you finish with the writing, please raise your hand. Those who have finished with this, take your textbooks and textbook turn to the page number 27 and there in the exercise number 11.2, move to the second question. This one. Okay. Please draw the diagram in large scale. Is there anyone still writing? තාම ලියනා ඉන්නවද? Hello. Have all of you finished? Vejita, Rashmina, have you finished?
Yes, yes. Yes,
Okay, please move to this question. Please write down this one. Question එකම ලියන්න. And read this question. මේ question එක හොඳට කියවන්න. You will feel very difficult to solve this one. Okay, සමහර කෙනෙක්ට මේක ටක් ගාලා තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි. සමහර කෙනෙක්ට මේකේ අගක් මුලක්වත් නොතේරෙන්නත් ඉඩ තියෙනවා. It's because there are some particular words and the symbols that you should know what expressed by them and what are the information that we can gain by these. Okay, so please first of all draw the diagram correctly in large scale and write down the question, and also underline what are the words that you don't know, if there are any words that you don't know, and also underline if you feel that it is difficult, what we have to gain, what are the information that we can gain from the given symbols and the words. Okay, did you draw the diagram? Diagram එක ඇඳලා ප්‍රශ්න ලිව්වද? දැන් අපි time ඇති. Okay. හරි. අපි බලමු පුතේ කොහොමද දැන් මේ question එක මොකක්ද අපෙන් අහලා තියෙන්නේ? කොහොමද අපිට දීලා තියෙන informations and the theorem that we have learned here, how we use this to prove this one. Okay. First of all, read the question. The bisector of the angle QPR. QPR කියන angle එකේ bisector එක. මේ මේකෙන් කියන්නේ when it says that about a bisector is a straight line segment. Okay, then මුල ඉඳන් class අපේ දන්නවා ඇති. It is a straight line segment. When it says about the angle bisector, now it is said about the angle, no, bisector of the angle. Angle එක bisector එකක් කිව්ව ගමන් QPR angle එකේ bisect එක කියලා කියන්නේ it divides the angle QPR into equal two parts. That means to equal another two angles. If QPR is equals to 2x, then the angle either side of the bisector is x. Okay, of the triangle PQR in the figure meets the side QR. QR side එක meet වෙනවා කියලා කියනවා at the point S. Point S වලදී තමයි මේ bisect එක. දැන් අපිට මේක කියලා නෑ. It is the perpendicular bisect. It is not given that QR divide into equal two parts. S වලදී QR කොටස් දෙකකට බෙදනවා කියලා එහෙම නෙවෙයි කියලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේ misunderstandings තියාගන්න එපා. සමහර අය හිතනවා මෙන්න මෙහෙම ආපු ගමන් මේ දෙන්න මෙහෙම equal වෙනවා කියලා. එහෙම කතාවක් මේකේ කියලා නැහැ. හරිද? මේකේ කියලා තියෙන්නේ angle bisect එකක් ගැන. එතකොට PS කියලා කියන්නේ QPR triangle එකේ bisect එක. ඒකෙන් අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් information එක. එහෙම නැත්නම් data එක තමයි QPS equals to RPS. ඒක තමයි අපිට යාගින් එන information එක. QPS angle equals to RPS angle. It's because PS is the bisect of QPR. Meets the point as such that PS is perpendicular to QR. මේක meet වෙනවා කියලා කියන්නේ PS perpendicular to QR. PS QR ට perpendicular වෙලා තමයි meet වෙනවා කියලා කියන්නේ. එතකොට බලන්න මේ meeting එක කියලා කියන්නේ straight line segments දෙකක් meet වෙනවා කියලා කියන්නේ intersect වෙනවා. When two straight line segments intersect each other by forming 90-degree angle, it is called the perpendicular. And when it is given that it is perpendicular, they are perpendicularly meet each other, it says that they meet by forming 90-degree angle. Then what happened? The two angles either side of the meeting point are equals to 90 degree. Then it is given what? මෙන්න මෙයාගෙන් අපිට හම්බෙන්න data එක මොකද්ද? PSQ angle equals to PSR angle equals to 90 degree. Okay? මෙන්න අපිට හම්බෙන තවත් information එකක්. හරිද? සහ අපිට කියලා තියෙනවා the midpoint of QT. The midpoint of QT is equals to F. QT के midpoint එක F කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. Prove that F, S and T are parallel to each other. What you have to show that? We have to show the two straight line segments are parallel to each other. Remember that how we detect that. Now we have learned that in the from the grade 9 how to show the two straight line segments are parallel to each other. In the grade 9 we can use the alternate angles, corresponding angles, allied angles. With the relationship of these we can show that two straight line segments are parallel to each other. When it comes to grade 10, we learn about the parallelogram. So if we can show that when there is a quadrilateral, it is a parallelogram, then we can show that the opposite sides are parallel to each other. Therefore, two straight line segments are parallel. Now here we learn another thing. It is relevant to midpoint theorem. So the straight line segment which join the two midpoints of a triangle, two midpoints of the two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side of it. Okay. Now when it comes to the grade 11, we have learned three such kind of conditions. But how we detect this when it comes to the exam? දැන් ඔයාලට මේ පාඩමේ හින්දා ඔයාලට මේක midpoint theorem එකකින් කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි මේක exam එකට දුන්නාම අපි කොහොමද මේක detect කරගන්නේ? අපි මොකක්ද use කරන්න ඕන කියලා. ඒකට තමයි මේ midpoint එකක් ගැන කියලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒකට ඒක හැම වෙලේම එකම කියන්නේ නැහැ මම. හැබැයි මෙතනදී හොඳට බලන්න අපිට දීලා තියෙන data වලින් අපි කොහොමද මේක build up කරගන්නේ. ඔයාලට පේනවා දැන් F කියලා කියන්නේ පුතේ QT ගේ midpoint එකක්. අපි පෙන්නන්න ඕනේ SF and TR නේ. FS and TR parallel to each other කියලා. ඒකට ඔයාලට හොඳට පේනවා මෙන්න මේ FS කියලා කියන්නේ අපිට දීලා නැහැ. හැබැයි අපිට පෙන්වන්න පුළුවන් නම් S කියන්නේ mid point එකක් කියලා QR කියන side එකේ. එහෙනම් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් නේද මේ FS කියලා කියන්නේ mid point දෙක join කරන line එක. එහෙනම් එයා TR ට parallel වෙනවා කියලා mid point theorem එකෙන් කියන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් මේක කියා ගන්න අපි S කියන කෙනා mid point එකක් කියලා prove කරන්න උවමනායි. හරිද? ඒතකොට S කියන කෙනා mid point එකක් කියලා prove කරන්න නම් අපිට මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? අපි straight line segment එකක mid point එකක්. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකක් හරි straight line segment එකක ඇඳලා තියෙන point එකක් mid point එකක් කියන්න නම් අනිවාර්යෙන් මේ point එකේ දෙපස නේද? ඒ point එකට දෙපැත්තෙන් තියෙන straight line segments දෙක equal කියලා කියන්න ඕනේ. අන්න ඒකයි මං කිය සමහර ළමයි හිතන් ඉන්නවා මේ මෙහෙම ඇඳාම මේක මෙහෙම නිකම්ම divide වෙනවා කියලා. එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හොඳද? ඒතකොට දැන් අපි පෙන්වන්න ඕනේ ඉස්සෙල්ලා මේ question එකේ අපි ඇත්තටම මෙන්න මේ දේ පෙන්වන්න නම් අපි පෙන්වන්න ඕනේ QS equals to SR කියලා. Because then it says S is the midpoint of the QR line, then it become FS become the straight line segment. It join the 2 points of the triangle QTR, then it parallel to the third side. Okay, now to show this one, what we have to do? Is there any idea? The information that we have is these two sides, two angles are equal, these two angles are equal. Then how we connect all this information and how we build this relationship? Is there any idea? කාට හරි අදහසක් තියෙනවද? දැන් මම කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. කියන්න බලන්න. Yes. How we show that QS equals to SR? අපි කොහොමද මේ QS SR ට equal කියලා පෙන්නන්නේ? අපිට angles pair of two angles equals to කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. Yes. Amisha, Krishminda, Ruvindu. එන්න ඕනේ දැන් grade 11 students රට. කිසිම idea එකක් නැද්ද? Krishminda? No any idea? වෙන්න බෑනේ. දෙන්න බෑ මොකක් හරි නේද?
PS is
No.
angle bisect of angle QPR.
Sorry පුතේ කියන්න ආයිම.
PS is angle bisect of QPR angle.
Yes. QPR ගේ angle bisect එක වෙන හින්දා QS equals SR කියලාද ඔයා කියන්නේ?
Teacher.
අන්න ඒක තමයි මට ඔයාලගෙන් අයින් කරන්නම ඕනේ වෙච්ච ඔයාලා නොහිතන ලොකුම වැරද්ද. හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න ගොඩාක් අය ගාව තියෙනවා ඒ misunderstanding එක. ඒ කියන්නේ angle bisector එකක් වුණ පළියට එයා මේ ඒ කියන්නේ ඔය ප්‍රශ්නේ මගේ ඔයිට කරන්න ළමයෙක් ඇහුවා. මෙන්න මෙහෙම දැන් මේ angle එකේ bisector එක මෙයා ඔහොම වෙනකොට මේ bisector එක මේ side එකත් කොටස් දෙකකට බෙදෙනවා කියලා. එහෙම වෙන්නේ නෑ දරුවෝ. හරිද? අපිට bisector එකක් ඒක එහෙමනම් කියලා තියෙන්න ඕනේ. කොහොමද දන්නවද? ඒක මෙන්න මෙහෙම දීලා තියෙන්න ඕනේ. The QPR angle, the bisector of the QPR angle meets the midpoint S in the QR side. අන්න එහෙම කිව්වනම් හරි. ඒක එහෙම කියලා සමහර ගණන් වල එහෙම දෙනවා. අන්න ඒ වෙලාවට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ මේ තියෙන්නේ කවුද? මේ angle bisector එක මෙයා හම්බ වෙන්නේ midpoint එකේදී කියලා. දැන් මේක එහෙම කියලා නැහැ. හරිද? මේ ගානේ අපිට කියලා නැහැ මේ angle bisector එක midpoint එකේදී හම්බ වෙනවා කියලා. එයා කියලා තියෙන්නේ meets the side QR at the point S, not the midpoint. At the point S such that PS is perpendicular to QR. PS සහ QR perpendicular වෙන ගමන් තමයි මේක හැදිලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා කියන්නේ. ඒ හින්දා හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න මේ දෙන ඉන්ෆර්මේෂන් හරියට කියව ගන්න ඕනේ. angle මෙයා කියලා තියෙන්නේ angle bisect එකක් කියලා විතරයි. angle bisector එකක් side එකක් bisect කරනවා නම් ඒක කියන්න ඕන ගාන ඇතුලේ. ඒක කියලා නෑ මේ ගාන ඇතුලේ. හරිද? ඒක ඔටෝ සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ නෑ. ඒ හින්දා මේ වෙලාවේ අපි කරන්න ඕනේ මොකක්ද? දැන් අපි පෙන්වන්න ඕනේ QS equals SR කියලානේ. අපිට යන්න වෙනවා congruence of triangles වලට. හරිද? We have to congruent QPS triangle and PSR triangle. Okay, to congruent these two triangles, they have given the information. They have mentioned that PS is the angle bisector of QPR angle. Therefore, QPS and RPS and two angles are equal to each other. And they have mentioned PS is perpendicular to QR. Then we can say that PSQ and PSR angles are equal and PS is the common side. Then what happened? PSQ and PSR equals to each other, that means congruent to each other. Then QS equals to SR because corresponding elements of congruent triangles. Then we can show what we have to do. Okay, පැහැදිලිද? අර සමහර අයට අර misunderstanding එක තියෙනවා. Okay, දැන් පැහැදිලිද ඔයාලට? Hello.
Yes, teacher.
රමීෂා ඔයාට host හම්බෙලා තියෙන පුතේ මට host දෙන්න පුළුවන්ද?
Okay.
හරි. ඔයාලට පැහැදිලි කියලා මම හිතනවා. Then let's start to prove this one. prove කරනකොට ඔයාලට පැහැදිලි තැනක් තිබුණොත් කියන්න. Okay, first of all, I start to show that these two triangles are congruent to each other. Okay, in the triangle PSQ and triangle PRS. Write the elements. QPS angle equals to RPS angle. It is because PS bisects QPR angle. Okay, and PSQ angle equals to PSR angle. It's because PS perpendicular to QR, and PS is equals to PS. It's because common side. Okay, therefore I can say that triangle PSQ is congruent to triangle PRS under case AAS. Then after QS equals to RS, corresponding elements of congruent triangles. Then we can say therefore S is the midpoint of QR side. Therefore FS by midpoint theorem, FS is parallel to PR. දැන් පැහැදිලි නේද ඔයගොල්ලන්ට? It is very basic proofment, okay? Okay, පුතේ, have you finished the writing? ලියලා ඉවරද? Those who have finished the writing, ලියලා ඉවර කට්ටිය, we have to do more proofment, but before that I will move to the converse of the midpoint theorem also, because then you will be able to do the given tutorials. The converse, when it comes to converse, after we do a theorem in the triangles lesson, also in the grade 10, you should have learned the converse of the theorem. After we do a theorem, we learn its opposite. Okay, the converse of a theorem mention it's the opposite of the theorem. Okay, අපි theorem එකක් ඉගෙන ගත්තට පස්සේ ඒකේ opposite දෙය කියන්නේ වඩා ඒකට ඒහාම relate වෙන හැබැයි වෙනස් දෙයක් මේ විරුද්ධ දෙයක් අපට converse එකෙන් කියනවා. හරි, දැන් මේ බලන්න midpoint theorem එක ගත්තාම write down the converse of the midpoint theorem. Write down the straight line through the midpoint of one side of a triangle and parallel to another side bisect the third side. Okay, write down the converse of the midpoint theorem and theorem. Then using a diagram I will explain it again. Draw this one, write this one. ලියන්නකෝ. Okay, finish. Now let's see what is given by the converse of a midpoint theorem. දැන් බලන්න ඔයාලා හරියට අවබෝධ කරගන්න ඕනේ මම මොකක්ද මේ දීලා තියෙන්නේ. දැන් මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ අහලා තියෙන්නේ midpoint theorem එකෙන්ද converse එකෙන්ද කියන එක තේරුම් ගන්න කොහොමද කියලා බලන්න ඕනේ. ඒකත් ඔයාලට ගානක් ඇතුලේ දීලා තියෙන information detect කරගත්තාම කරන්න පුළුවන්. හරිද? මේ බලන්න when it is given that this is ABC triangle and here it is given that x is the midpoint. Okay. And how we identify it is the midpoint? It is given that the two sides, either side of the point are equal. Okay. Then after, it is mentioned that the straight line segment, okay, that the straight line segment which drawn from this midpoint to the other side is parallel to each other. Okay, it is parallel to the other side. අනිත් side එකට parallel වෙලා. එහෙමනම් මේකෙන් කියනවා පුතේ මොකක්ද අපිට? දැන් information එක මම මේකේ mark කරන්නේ නැහැ. එකෙන් අපි තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනි bisect. Okay, the line which is drawn from the midpoint of one side of a triangle which is parallel to the other side bisect the third side කියලා කියනවා. Then what happens if it is y? Then this gives AY equals to CY. Okay, this is the information we can obtain. When it says bisect, මේ straight line segment එක bisect කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? සමාන කොටස් දෙකකට බෙදෙනවා. ඒකේ තේරුම තමයි we can identify that y is the midpoint of AC. Okay, draw this diagram. This is the converse of the theorem. I will explain that how we identify when we solve the questions, how we apply the midpoint theorem and the converse of the theorem. Okay. Okay, Puti. Shall we move to the tutorial? අපි tutorial එකට යමු. It is better that if you can have a printout. If you can't, you can write down these questions. Okay, questions ටික පොතේ ලියා ගන්න. Okay, try to solve the first question. Look at in the midpoint theorem. Here, using the data given in the diagram, name a line segment equal to CE. Find the length of AB if D equals to 8 centimeters. With the converse of the theorem, what you can say? What is the line segment which is equals to CE? Is this diagram belongs to midpoint theorem or converse of the midpoint theorem? මේක අයිති වෙන්නේ midpoint theorem එකටද එහෙම නැත්නම් midpoint theorem එකේ converse එකටද කියන්න බලන්න. How we detect this? It is given that the either side of the point D are equal and the straight line segment which is drawn from that midpoint to the other side is parallel to the next මේ side එකට parallel නේ. Therefore this is belongs to converse of the theorem. මේක converse එක තමයි හරියන්නේ. පැහැදිලිද? Then what is the line segment which is equals to CE?
EB.
Yes, it is equals to BE because converse of the theorem says that the line segment which drawn from one midpoint of one side to the other side, or the parallel straight line segment which is drawn from the midpoint of one side to the other side bisect the third side. Okay. Find the length of AB if DE is equals to 8 centimeters. Then how we find it? Yes, how we find it? Now, after we identify that CE equals to BE, මෙන්න මේ දෙන සමානයි කියලා අඳුරගත්තට පස්සේ what happened? That means D is the straight line segment which join the two midpoints of the two sides of a triangle. Therefore, it is half of the third side. Then DE is equals to half of AB. No? Then AB is equals to 2 times DE. D is 8. Therefore, AB equals to 16 centimeters. Okay. Actually, this is a short question. So, you can obtain the marks for this. It is 1 mark, here 1 mark. To obtain 2 marks, it is enough to write this. Okay. Shall we move to the second one? Okay, calculate the perimeter of the triangle XYZ shown in the diagram is 12 centimeters. It should be is. The perimeter of the triangle XYZ shown in the diagram is 12 centimeters. Find the perimeter of triangle ABC. Can you try this one? I will give you some minutes. ඔයාලට හාන තියෙන XYZ triangle එකේ perimeter එක 12 කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. You have to find the area, perimeter of ABC triangle. Okay, try to do this one. Any idea? කෝ කරන් හදන්න. ගණන් හදන්න නැතුව නම් ළමයි ගණන් පුළුවන් කරගන්න බෑ. අපිට මොකද්ද කරන්න පුළුවන් මේ වගේ ගණනක් හදන්න?
$24 centimeters.
24 centimeters. බලන්න පුතේ මම මෙන්න මෙහෙම මේ ගාන හදන්න ගන්නවා. හරිද? Here if I take that it is mentioned that all the three sides are not equal because you can identify that midpoints are different. No? So if I take that AB side is equals to 2A, AC side equals to 2B, and BC side equals to 2C, then XY is half of the 2C because it is the line which join the two midpoints. So it is C. ZY, it is A. XZ, it is B. Then perimeter of XYZ, perimeter of XYZ, it is A plus B plus C equals to 12 centimeters. No? Then perimeter of ABC, perimeter of ABC triangle is 2A plus 2B plus 2C. It is equals to, then if I take 2 out, 2 times A plus B plus C, no? Now instead of A plus B plus C, I can substitute 12. It is 2 into 12. Answer is 24 centimeters. Okay, very good. Someone has got the answer. Is it Duvina?
Madam Devind.
Devind. Okay. Second one. Read the question. In the triangle PQR, the midpoints of PQ and PR are ST. PQR triangle එකේ දැන් පුතේ ගණන් දෙනවා මෙහෙමත්. The information is given in the question, not in the diagram. Information given in the diagram, not in the question. Both in the diagram and the question. Now it is a case of given in the information given in the question, not in the diagram. Then you have to, now in such cases you have to move all the information to the diagram. දත්ත ටික ඔයාලට question එකේ diagram එකේ දීලා නැත්නම් question එකේ දීලා නම් question එකෙන් diagram එකට දාගත යුතුයි. diagram එකේ නම් දීලා තියෙන්නේ ඒක read කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. දෙකේම දීලා නම් ඉතින් හොඳයි. හරිද? ඒ ගොඩක් ලේසි ප්‍රශ්නයක්. In the triangle PQR, the midpoints of PQ and PR are ST respectively. So what I can do is I mention it like this. How many midpoints කියන එක අපි දාගන්න. PS equals PT equals 3 centimeters. PS and PT are 3 centimeters කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. And ST equals to 5 centimeters. ඒකත් අපි මෙන්න මේ විදිහට ලියාගමු. PS equals PT equals 3 centimeters. Find the perimeter of trapezium QSTR. මෙන්න මේ trapezium එකේ perimeter එක තමයි හොයන්නේ. When it is given that PT and T is the midpoint of PR, that means PT is equals to 3 centimeters, so TR also 3 centimeters. PS, SQ are also equal because S is the midpoint of PQ, so this is 3 centimeters. ST is the line which join the two midpoints of the two sides of a triangle, so it is half of the QR, that means QR equals to 10 centimeters. Then what is the perimeter?
21 centimeters.
P equals to 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 10. It is 21 centimeters. Okay. Actually, to do these two steps enough. Okay. But what you have to do is in the question, in the short question, the main aim is detecting all the information. Okay. With the help of the given information and by remembering the theorem, what indicate the theorem, how apply the theorem. Okay. ඇත්තටම මේ short questions වලදී අපි පොඩි time එකක් ඇතුළත ඕගොල්ලෝ quick response එකක් දෙන්න ඕනේ. කියන්නේ කොහොමද මේක ඒ information ටික ඉක්මනට gather කරලා ඒ theorem එක apply කරලා පොඩි calculation එකක් කරලා උත්තරේ ගන්න එක තමයි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. හරිද? Okay, move to the fourth one. I will finish the class after finish with these all short questions, okay? Move to the fourth one. It says in the triangle ABC, the midpoints of AB and BC are X, Y and Y respectively. අන්න ඒක කිව්ව හැටි මොකද කරන්න ඕනේ? ඒක ඔයාලගේ diagram එකට ගන්න. Then AP and PX equals. AP සහ PX සමානයි කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. It's and PQ is parallel to XY. If PQ is equals to 3.5 centimeters, find the value of AC. AC ගේ value එක හොයන්නලු. try කරන්න බලන්න. Yes. බලන්න. ඉතින් මේක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කීප සැරයක් midpoint theorem එකයි converse of the midpoint theorem එකයි දාන්න තියෙන්නේ. මේ බලන්න හොඳට. What is given here? The XY are the midpoints of AB and BC. Therefore, what we can identify that XY is half of the AC. AC ගෙන් භාගයයි කියලා අඳුරගත්තා. And it is given that AP equals PX and PQ is parallel to XY. That means you can identify that PQ bisects AY. AY ව PQ මොකද කරන්නේ? සමාන කොටස් දෙකකට බෙදෙනවා කියලා අඳුරගත්ත හැකි නේද? It is the converse of the theorem. And it is given that PQ is 3.5 centimeters. That means we can identify that Q is the midpoint of AY with the help of the converse of the midpoint theorem. So PQ is 3.5 centimeters mean we can take XY is equals to 7 centimeters. Okay. Then we have identified that XY is the straight line segment which join the midpoints of two sides of the triangle ABC. So it is half of the AC line. So AC equals to 14 centimeters. Is this clear? එක පැහැදිලිද? Govindu? Krishminda?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Ramisha? Ramisha has left, no? Okay. Fifth question. Go try කරන්න බලන්න. හැමෝම උත්සාහ කරලා උත්තරයක් දෙන්න. This is a kind of question where they have given the information in the question and diagram both. Okay, it is given that BD equals to DC. They have mentioned about it. AE equals to ED. It is also mentioned here. AB is parallel to FE. It is also mentioned here. And AB equals to 12 centimeters. Find the length of FE. Okay. හැමෝම උත්තරේ වන්න බලන්න මට. Okay, let's see. BD and DC are equal. Okay. AE and ED are equal. They have mentioned their midpoints. Then AB is parallel to EF. No? AB is parallel to EF. AB is equals to 12 centimeters. Then here if we do a construction, this is equals to sorry. PD, DC, then if we draw a parallel straight line from B to midpoint of AC. අපි AC ගේ midpoint එකට ඇන්දොත් parallel straight line එක නේද? මෙන්න මේ විදිහට AB ට parallel AB EF ට parallel එහෙනම් EF සහ D මම මේක DX කියලා ගත්තොත් parallel වෙන විදිහට ඇන්දොත් it is equals to 6 centimeters no අපිට ඒ වගේ මේ මොකද්ද construction එකක් කරගන්න පුළුවන් හරිද ඊට පස්සේ if we consider the ADX triangle then E is the midpoint of AD ගේ midpoint එක E වෙනවා හරිද and it is we have drawn this which is parallel to EF no then it divides this into equal two parts that means it bisects කියන පුළුවන් then this is the straight line that join the midpoints therefore it is half of the third line therefore it is equals to 3 centimeters EF is equals to 3 centimeters. සමහර අය උත්තර දෙන්නේ නැහැ. මම දන්නේ පාඩම තේරිලා නැතුවද එහෙම නැත්නම් එයාලා මේ උත්තර හදන්න නැතුව කම්මැලිකමට ඉන්නවද මම දන්නේ නැහැ. හොඳේ ඔයාලා උත්තර දුන්නොත් පුතේ මට පුළුවන් ඔයාලා තේරුම් අරන් වැරදි හරි මොකක් හරි ඔයාලා ගැන අදහසක් දෙන්න උත්තර දෙන්න නැතුව ඉන්න එකෙන් මට ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගැන කිසිම දෙයක් කියන්න බෑ. Okay. Move to the sixth question. Find the magnitude of EFC using the information relevant to the triangle. Now, how we detect that it is based on midpoint theorem? Because you can see that it is given that the straight line segments either side of the given 2 points are equal to each other. Therefore, we can detect that FE is the straight line segment which join the midpoints of two sides of the triangle ABC. It is parallel to the side BC. When it is parallel, what happens? We have to find EFC. Then we can identify that this value is equals to 80. No, because the sum of the interior angles of a triangle equals to 180. Therefore, here it is 80 degree. Then, as these two straight line segments are parallel to each other by midpoint theorem, here it forms allied angles. No, allied angles. Then, the sum of allied angles equals to 180. Then, EFC angle at BCF angle equals to 180. Then EFC, BCF we have identified it is 80 degree. Therefore, EFC angle equals to 100. Do the seventh question. Please send your answers. Mention whether it is based on midpoint theorem or converse of the midpoint theorem. මොකෙන් තියෙන්නේ කියලා කියන්න බලන්න. Should we apply converse of the midpoint theorem or midpoint theorem? In the triangle ABC, the side CB is produced to F. The midpoints of the AB and CB are E and D respectively. If DEB is equal to 50, find the EBF. Here actually not only midpoint theorem, but also another theorem also you have to use. Oh, wait, it is not the converse actually. It is midpoint theorem, no? Because we can detect that these two are midpoints, no? Never midpoints kila detect karagatta haki. Therefore, we can say that these two straight lines are parallel to each other. When they are parallel, okay, so you can identify that here it form a what? Here it form a corresponding angle equals to 90 degree. Because these two angles become corresponding angles. Angles this is 90, this is 50. Okay, and you can identify that EBF angle is what? It is the exterior angle which is formed by producing the one side of EDB triangle. EDB triangle එක side එකක් produce කරාම ඇතිනේ exterior angle එක. It is equals to interior opposite angle. So it is 90 plus 50. What is the answer? 90 plus 50. Answer is 140 degree. Rashmina, did you understand? I think you have forgotten that here it is given that you have to detect, huh? This is 90 degree. Make a 90 degree කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. ඒක ඔයගොල්ලෝ අඳුර ගන්න ඕනේ. Then these two become 90 degree. It's because of corresponding angles. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ අර දැන් grade 11 නේ. දැන් මම short question එකකට එකපාරට තමයි කියලා දෙන්නේ. නැත්නම් අපිට අර step wise ලියලිය එහෙම පාඩම් කරන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. අර grade 8 9 වලදී කරනවා වගේ. මේ වෙලාවේ detect කරලා එකපාරට මේ පොඩි calculation එකකින් answer. ඒකතකොට මේ 90 degree එහෙම දාගන්න එක ඔයගොල්ලෝ එකවර කරන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට මේක එන්නේ කොහොමද? මේ දෙන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා parallel කියලා identify කරගන්නේ midpoint theorem එකෙන්. එතකොට parallel straight line segments වලින් හැදෙන corresponding angles equal වෙනවා. මෙතන 90 degree හින්දා මේ දෙන 90 degree වෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ EBF කියලා කියන්නේ exterior angle which is formed by producing one side of a triangle. Okay. 8 is Q is the midpoint of the side AC of the triangle ABC shown in the figure. AQP is equal to QCB equals to 90 degree. Okay. Name an angle equals to AQP. AQP to equal which angle එකක් කියන්නලු.
QCB.
QCB. It is given now. QCB. If PQ equals to 4 centimeters, find the length of BC. Pute, how we identify that these two straight line segments are parallel to each other?
By the 90 degree angle.
Yes, because not because of 90 degree angle. They are corresponding angles which is formed by intersecting two straight line segments by a transversal. And as they are equal, හැදිච්ච corresponding angles equal වෙච්ච නිසා straight line segments parallel. Then here what happened? Q is the midpoint of AC. So the straight line segment which passes from one midpoint to the other side with the parallel. Parallel වෙන ගම්ම මෙයා parallel straight line segment එක මේ midpoint එකේ ඉඳන් ඇදපු it bisect the other side of the triangle. It is with the converse of the midpoint theorem. Then here it becomes these two are also equal. Then by the midpoint theorem, PQ is equals to 4 centimeters. Then BC equals to 8 centimeters. Okay. PC is equals to 8 centimeters. Ninth question. Yes, tell me the answer. In the triangle ABC in the given figure, D, E, and F are respectively midpoints of the side AB, AC, and BC. Okay, so what we can mention it in the diagram. If AB is equals to 4 centimeters, AC equals to 5 centimeters, and the perimeter of the triangle DEF perimeter is 7 now, find the length of BC. Very interesting question. Try to do it. Okay, I'm yes. Which mean the answer. Hari හදන්නකෝ. ඉවර කට්ටිය 10 වෙනි ගානටත් යන්න 10 and 11. කීයද පුතේ මෙතනට එන්නේ? හරිම ලේසියි නේ?
5 centimeters.
If AB equals to 4, AC equals to 5. AB is 4 centimeters, mean we can identify EF is 2 centimeters. When AC is equals to 5 centimeters, we can detect DF is 2.5 centimeters. Then the perimeter of the triangle DEF is 7 centimeter, means DE is equals to 2.5 centimeters. Okay, when DE become 2.5 centimeter, BC become 5 centimeters. Very interesting, no? BC become 5 centimeters. The center of the given circle is O. Find the length of BC if OD equals to 6 centimeters. What is the answer?
Yes. Centimeters.
Pute here? Yes, Pute?
12
Is
centimeters.
equal 12
Yeah.
centimeters.
12 centimeters, because here what is the information they have given? The center of the given circle. Now here they have mentioned that D is the midpoint of the AC straight line. Okay, then D is the midpoint. Then O is center means AB is the diameter. No, then O is center means AO is radii. Then these two are also equal. That means O is the midpoint of the AB straight line segment. Okay, then we can detect that DO is the straight line segment which join the two midpoints of two sides of a triangle. So it is half of the BC. Then OD equals to 6 centimeters, mean BC equals to 2 times 6 is 12 centimeters. No, actually, if you don't know the, or if you forget the midpoint theorem, you will be very helpless to obtain the answer. Okay, ඇත්තටම මේ midpoint theorem එක theorem විතරක් දැනගත්තාම හොඳටම ඇති. Just apply කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. Okay, 11th one. PQR is a triangle. A is the midpoint of PQ. AB is parallel to QR. AP is equals to 3 centimeters, BR is equals to 6 centimeters, and AB equals to 7 centimeters. Find the perimeter of PQR triangle. Yes, find it. When AP is equals to 3 centimeter, AQ equals to 3 centimeters. Okay, fill the others. Everyone, you have to give the answers. Hamom answers then. හරි අපි බලමු කීප දෙනෙක් ආන්සර්ස් එවලා තියෙනවා. ඔයාලා අනිත්‍යත් හදන්න. දැන් 3 centimeters කියලා ගත්ත මෙතන 7. එතකොට as it is given that these two are equal, that means A is the midpoint, this is parallel line, then it divides this bisect into 2. Then it is 6 centimeters. Then as this is become midpoint, therefore it is AB is half of QR, so it is 14 centimeters. Okay, then to find the PQR, perimeter of PQR, 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 14, add 6 plus 6, it is 12. Then answer is 32 centimeters. Okay, answer is 32 centimeters. Did you get that answer? Okay, Pute. Actually, all these are past paper short questions. Okay, it may be there are 11 questions, that means past 11 years. ඒක මම ඒක මෙන්ෂන් කරලා නැහැ. එතකොට මේ තමයි ඔයාලට දීලා තියෙන past paper. එතකොට ඔයාලගේ exam එකෙත් අනිවාර්යෙන් මේ වගේ short question එකක් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. හරිද? Then we have to discuss the essay questions. So before that, I have sent you another unit test paper also. There are some short questions. I think 10 short questions are there, so you can try to solve them. And next week I will discuss essay questions in the both textbook and the tutorial, so don't miss it. By next week I'll finish the midpoint theorem and I will start the equiangular triangles, the week after next. Okay, so these coming weeks will be a geometric season, so don't miss the classes. These are very interesting and very easy questions. So if you miss somewhere, then you will feel it is boring or you can't understand. It will be collapsed, it will be a mess up actually. So don't miss the classes. Keep your continuous attendance because your exam is too close to you. So please work hard for a better grade. Okay, then I will stop the class here. Thank you for your participation. Goodbye. God bless you. Good night all.
It is have a nice
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.